Allongez-le. C'est trop tard.
The entire piece had an amazing attention to detail. It was just rife with thought and design and precision, which I very much appreciated. Especially those battle scenes. The choreography was incredible, and there was some really nice movement to the whole thing, especially with the set design and the costuming, even to anybody in the background. It was fully in period, and I thought that really facilitated the exploration into this person from history that I had never encountered before. And it was just altogether very believable, which is very difficult for a lot of period pieces.
I thought this one was really good. There's absolutely no disputing the production value. They did a great job with sets, the costumes, all of that just spot on, especially for a short and a historical drama. So, I mean, you get the added bonus of actually possibly learning something when you watch this one. It's definitely worth checking out.
Important historical piece. I really thought it was inspiring in the midst of eternal conflict everywhere in the world. It was a nice light. It had amazing effects, and cinematography was outstanding.
I love this story so much. When I first was watching it, I was a little bit, not nervous, but I don't really like war movies and like period pieces. But it was so nice. I think that there's so little humanity in war. And this man, Larrey, he showed it continuously, and he was there to save lives no matter what side that they were on, which I'm sure a lot of people would see as treason or betrayal, but he did what he believed in his heart, and at the end, that ended up saving his life. That same compassion was shown back to him. My favorite shot of the film was just before he was shot down, him riding the horse through the woods. It's such a beautiful shot with the trees kind of framing him. It was great. The production was amazing. Like, the production value was very realistic. They did a great job with the costumes and the realism, with all the special effects with the war and the battle and everything like that.
So costumes, acting, special effects really pulled together here to reenact a compelling war story. I liked when Dominique Larrey told the officer off and tended to the more badly wounded soldiers first. I noticed that there was a contrast between the worlds during that time. Through this lens, I felt the stress and chaos of the battlefield, and meanwhile his family is able to sit together through their own lens for a peaceful and quiet banquet in the meantime. I love the little details too, like his daughter's contempt and her pushing down her brother's glass, pushing down her brother's toast to her father. Overall, I felt like this was a well-balanced and well-designed tribute to the man.
I thought the war scenes and the atmosphere there was really well done. The dinner scene kind of made me curious to know more about the characters. I could totally see it as like a longer TV series or movie with the lives and what's happening to the family members on the home front. And I didn't notice which character he was helping at the beginning, which resulted in the ending. So it was very tense and very surprising.
Just immediately, I love the production design and the effects on this piece. I think it really just created the scene that you were having the events unfold throughout the narrative, and I just think the realism of this world that you created really added to making the story that much more believable. So that was just something I definitely wanted to touch on. I think that the parallel between the dinner party and showing the main character's family gave a tangible visual to the stakes at hand with him going to war. And so I really like that aspect. I also like the point of view shots of the main people coming up with the guns and then the firing squad while he was tied to the post, and kind of just seeing it from his perspective. I think that this really heightened the severity of the situation for him, and it just gave us an understanding into his viewpoint.
It was great. Like, it was a super interesting short film, and I feel like the juxtaposition between, you know, like the comfort of the like indoor scene with like the dinner and or the lunch or whatever, and the like super brutal battlefield scenes was great. I thought that they were super well filmed, and like the audio mixing, which is essential in like war films, was spot on. I feel like the like this could have been ripped from like The Patriot, you know, with like that huge budget. So I really dug it. I feel like it was really well made.
The battle scenes are extraordinarily well done, capturing the confusion of combat in a manner reminiscent of Saving Private Ryan. I love the sound design. They knew exactly when and when not to use music. There was a wonderful contrast between the frenetic camera work of the combat scenes and the static cinematography of the dinner. A great subdued performance by Maria Fuhrer as the daughter. The art direction is spectacular. In short, wow. Get this film in as many festivals as you can. I think it could win an Oscar for Best Short Film.